Hi, I know you guys have been wondering where have I been, so I'm gonna get right to it. I'm not gonna waste your time. I decided it's just been going on for a long time. But anyway, hey Saints and Ace. That's the new way to say people. I'm taking that from my husband because that's what he says. So, um, what's been going on with me is I'm gonna tell you first how I found out, and then I'm gonna tell you my first 3 months, my first trimester of my experience, what have been dealing with, and how I've been feeling, and how I've been thinking about since my last visit. First off, how I found out was I had spotting like 2 weeks after I had my regular with this TMI my menstrual cycle, and so I was like, why am I why in the world am I spotting? So I'm like, okay, something ain't right. So I had looked online. Knowing me, I like to research. I like to know what I am getting myself into. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I need to know. And I'm like, okay, so I called. Why is that? Sorry, got a little something in my head. I'm like, why in the world am I bleeding? So I called my regular uh, visitor, primary care, and I just told her about what's going on. So they had me come in. So I'm like, okay. So I came in a couple days later, and they did blood test. It was coming up negative. I'm like, from what I read or had read online, that if you had a spotting, um, that means that the egg is attaching to the wall. So I'm like, okay, I know for sure I'm pregnant. Uh, when I read that, um, and I told her I was starting having nausea, like for real, like I was having nausea, and I'm like, okay, something is. This is like this pregnancy was the way how I experienced everything I went through was totally different from all three of my kids. So I'm like, okay, what's the deal? So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure I know my body very well. Like, I'm really attached to my body. I'm really in tune with it. So I'm like, okay, something ain't right. But okay, whatever. So the test came out negative. So they was like, I was still having nausea. I was feeling really tired. I mean, the minute I do something, I'm like really tired. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm pregnant. My husband didn't want to believe me, and he's like, they say you're pregnant because he was nervous because at the time we just had, so we had, we right now still is having a lot of situations that's been going on, and I'm like, okay, that he felt it wasn't the right time. But even though I agree, I still was like, I know I'm pregnant. I was just like, I know that I'm pregnant. So I went back again. I did pregnancy home test negative. So, at first it came up negative. But when I looked at it again, like out like 30 minutes to an hour later, it looked like it was like very faint. So I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, this it must be telling me that I am pregnant. So I'm like, I got to be pregnant. So anyway, so I'm like, I got to be pregnant. And so I had like bought cheap, the real dollar, dollar tree pregnancy test. Yes, I done that, and I did spend little money. So I did all variety, tests. I was acting like I wasn't pregnant, but then later on it showed up that I'm pregnant. So um, then my regular doctor scheduled me to see. I went back again. I let her know that the symptoms wasn't going away, and everything, and she had to come back in, and I did another pregnancy test. I'm like, I just did one last week. I would get pregnant, and my husband's like, stop acting like you're pregnant. So I'm like, I know I'm pregnant. So we going back and forth, and I'm like, okay. So they test me there, and I wasn't showing up pregnant. So I had to call my OBGYN, um, right down the street from my primary care. And when I got there, it was the next week of, it was in June. Yes, it was the end of June. So the first, I think the first week of July of last year, I went to see my OBGYN. Whew, easy, you guys. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm just like, my husband's like, don't take no more pregnancy tests because they just let them, don't spend no more money on stuff. Just make sure, uh, you let them, do the test. So I said, okay, I tried my best. And so, uh, I did wait it. It was hard because I was like, I need to know. Like, I want to know right then and there. I want to know. So I did, it was hard, but I did. And I let my OBGYN test me. They test me. I went in that following week or so, and Lord and behold, that test came out like positive. Positive. Like, I was pregnant. So I knew, like, the last day to begin the first of my last, my best girl. Whew, sorry. Still feeling like this, like I'm still in my first pregnancy. My first trimester, sorry. So I'll be like really becoming tired easily. So, uh, I was like, she told me I was pregnant. I gave her the last time if it's too much, she said she got it. Oh well. So, I told her, and she said, "You're about 5 weeks." So I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh, oh, like, oh my goodness, because I had a miscarriage like a couple months before June. So I was like, me and my husband did not want to go through this. Like, we really didn't want to go through this. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. I don't think I can go through this again, like I really can't go through this. So, but it was like too late. Have 5 weeks, might as well suck it up and just deal with it. So I was like, okay, so because she already knows I had a miscarriage, so I'm like, she wanted me to come back again, so I did, and I was still progressing. I was still having morning sickness. I was still feeling fatigue and nausea and all that, and they did bug work to see if my HCG level was going up to make sure that it is going up. Because if it's not, then it's something else causing me act like I'm pregnant, or the baby's gonna, I'm gonna have another miscarriage. Well, stories just got better. I am 20 weeks and 4 days. So that lets you know that it progressed, and I'm just so happy right now. I'm just so blessed. I was really nervous to want to come out and tell everybody because my first pregnancy, my first miscarriage was a bummer. It was scary. It was hurtful. I was so just feeling like, what could I have done differently? And I know I couldn't. It was not my fault. It was just, the chromosomes just didn't match. It was like, no, we're not gonna make one today. So my body knew it was like something ain't gonna be right with this pregnancy, with this child. So we're gonna have to get rid of it. Uh, that was scary. If you want to know about my experience about my miscarriage and give you the rundown on it, what happened, just put the comments down and let me know, and I will tell you. I had to calm down since I'm here, and I'm able to, conversate about that. But anyway, my first segment now, I'm telling you now about my first trimester, my first 1 through 3 months. It was crazy. Only thing is, it reminded me so much of my firstborn, my son. Like, my right leg would go numb uh, easily. Uh, I would be fine. I would have nausea to like hot stuff. Like, I can't eat hot stuff. It sucks because I love like hot sauce, hot chips, whatever is hot. Pretty much, I like it. And only thing I could eat was hot wings. That's not really hot, but uh, that's the only thing I could eat that could accommodate for my taste for hot foods. So I couldn't eat that. Only thing is like I can't stand the smell or the taste of my mucus. Like, this sinus stuff makes me feel so nauseous. Uh, with my son, I didn't really have extreme, you know, nausea feel, but with this pregnancy, it's a little more stronger. It don't feel like how I was with my girls, but I just like, I can't stand my pictures. Like, it's so annoying that I would throw up because it will get in my lungs and I'm trying to cough it up but make me throw up because my stomach muscles were so uh, weak and easy for me to throw up. So I will throw up, pretty much forcing myself to throw up because of, and that was tough. And it was irritating my nerve, but I still do it. Not like I was before, because at first, my first trimester, I was easily to throw up, like constantly easily. But my second trimester is a little different. But next time around, I will, when I turn 7 months, I will explain to you more about my second trimester and give you a rundown about that. And uh, so my first trimester, like I said, I was vomiting. I can't stand the smell of my pizza. I would have to eat like McDonald's fries. Like, that was like the only thing that I could deal with. And Wendy's, their chocolate, uh, what is it? It's not shake. It's their whatever. It's I had to have that, and they're silent. Yeah, they're like, I have like those shakes, smoothies, whatever you get from the store. Those veggies and, like, you can make it in the store at home, but you get it at the store. I could drink those. It's like certain foods I have to eat, and I have to stay with it. And that's pretty much it for my first trimester with that. My eating habits. Well, I was willing to eat, like I said before, I couldn't eat uh, hot foods, and I love hot. I like to put like hot sauce for my chicken and stuff, I had to eat a plate with the turkey because I get nausea. My baby would be like, no, we don't do that here. So that was frustrating because I'd be like, I want some hot food, and I can't. It's like I can't. So it sucks, but I love it because I want we process this very smoothly. Uh, let's see. Um, the baby progressive fine. Oh, and the baby likes to stay low. Like, really? So I have a friend, my best friend, told me to have my husband lift up my legs in the air and to bring the baby upwards so I can have some type of, relief from my baby being low. I mean, it's low to the point where it works on my pelvic and it hurts. I be in pain. I can't stand. If I lay down and try to get up and walk, it no, not so. These legs is like my papers. Like, are you serious? You gonna really go try to get up? Yeah. So I can't do that. I just can't. So that was frustrating. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of my son, but a whole different level. Like it's like more painful. So I was having people talking about, are you sure you have a twin? Because I was starting to show like 3 months. I was showing to them, but to me, I was like, it's just my belly, because I'm already fat. Some people I don't mind telling myself, I don't mind being honest. I'm big. Uh, but so I'm like, I don't see what I don't see what y'all see. So I'm like, hey, people who see it in their angle from my angle, it's kind of hard to see, what they see because it's my body. So, but it's cool. But as far as I know, we just won. And tomorrow, I will see what sex of the baby is. Yeah, I'm like super excited. So super excited. And I will let you know. I will make a video of the gender reveal. And so you guys can keep up with what's been going on with me. And yeah, my hair, I probably look a hot mess, but hey, I don't care. I'm at a place where I am very, open with myself about what's been going on with me. I'm not always been that type of person. Um, but I feel, it's time for me to be, I don't know, ever since I turned 30, and I was pregnant. just won't get any better. Turning 30 and being pregnant, wow. Telling me it was my first trimester how tired I was. I didn't want to go nowhere. All I want to do is sleep. Like, all I want to do is sleep. But my husband took me out on my birthday, at least that, and I was fine with that. Like, literally, I was just fine with that. If not, I would be happy, like super happy to stay in my home and just sleep. Like, seriously, just sleep. So that's that. So I will keep you updated. With my I'm in my this is about 5 months. So I'm supposed to have done this in my 4th month, so you can know what's been going on, and I can give you more information. But yes, but lately it's just been like hectic for me. So yeah. So I'm 5 months, and this is my last week. I'll be at 5 months. Next week I start being 6 months. So once 6 months is over and I've turned 7 months, I will update. And that's when I'll start doing more, do more videos each time. If it's 2 weeks, whenever that starts, I'll start posting every 2 weeks. Let you know what's been going on, what's new. Yeah. So yeah. So if you have any questions, trust me, I have a lot of experience. This is my 4th pregnancy, uh, successfully. So if you have any questions or if you want to know something that I haven't mentioned that you think that, a lot of women go through or experience, just pop a question down below. Pop a question. And, and I will see you next time. So please give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe, share, and I'll be really grateful. So yeah. So you can see I'm pregnant, like my nose, my front, my cheeks. I'm just all puffy up. Yay! This is the wonderfulness of being pregnant. It just overtakes you. And let me get out here. Thank you again. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day. Bye.